Good day to you. My name is Peter Jordan. This is a follow-on video from the video where we describe the 21 deadly issues that every sexual abuse survivor faces. In this video, I want to talk to you about our program, the Defeating Sexual Abuse Healing Program. I'd like to talk a little bit about the program and how it came about and what happened for it to actually get there. I started the program about 16 years ago, where it is that somehow the universe brought one sexual abuse client after another, after another, after another for me to work with. And as I worked with them, I slowly developed a whole program that seemed to help them get over the whole issue of the sexual abuse and how it is that it changed their lives. And gradually through the interaction between me and other clients, that it is that they brought the problems, I had the structure, and between us we could solve it more and more. And as I developed a holistic approach in solving this problem more and more, it is that I got better and better results. And so they came to teach me, I gave them the structure, and between the two of us is that we developed this whole structure over time and over many different clients. The result is that years ago is that this program reached its pinnacle point, and from there on, it is that we've just merely tweaked it here and there as new things have developed and that they have come to light. So in order to work with the program, there's a couple of essential things that it is that you need to know. So the first thing is that you need to know that it is that you indeed have a problem. If the previous video resonated with you, then you know that this is something that is that you need to work with. What is also important for you to understand is how did this actually have this impact on you? What is the mechanism within us? How does it work within us so that you took all of these issues on? When you understand that, then it is you now in a position for you to start to be able to resolve it, okay? Because the first stage of the whole healing program is to teach you how you operate, how can you resolve this. The next stage is for you to take your power back, express your feelings, put boundaries in place, use your boundaries in a constructive way, and then to move on using your feelings and your boundaries and your power, put them all together into a balanced program for yourself and a balanced process where it is that you learn about balance. So the next stage it is that we take you through is that we teach you how the subconscious mind works and how it holds everything until you actually change it. It remembers each and every event that happened. It remembers how you felt when it is and when this thing happened and what it is that you perceived it to be. These things resulted in your issues, and this is how they affect you. And that was addressed in the previous video. Then we move on and we teach you how to let all of this go. Okay, we teach you, we take you through a whole process for you to see what these things are, how they control you, and then for you to be able to let it go. Once you've let it go, then it is you have a blank slate. And once you've got the blank slate, then it enables us to take you to the next stage. And this stage is that where we teach you how it is that you are able to reprogram yourself from the negative to the positive. And we give you exercises on how to do this work. We get you to understand the positives in you and what developed as a result of this abuse. And yes, there are positives that did evolve out of this. Then we move on and we talk to you about how it is that you became disassociated. And disassociated means when it is that you become distant or you become disconnected. Okay, from my point of view, I like to call it where it is that you become excarnated, and then I get you through the process for you to become incarnated. Or, if you like, is that you are disassociated, means you are external to, and then we get you to become associated, where it is that you are connected to yourself. The next stage is that we take you through, is that we teach you how it is that you gave away your power to the perpetrator, and then we teach you about how to call your power back and how you should retain it for you. This is quite a profound process, and it's something that it is when you go through it is that you will actually feel what it is and how it works for you. And when it is that you actually feel this thing, then you will really believe it. From then, we move on and we get you to use this power, because now it is that you have incorporated this power back into you, and now we get to you to use this power to put boundaries in place. And these boundaries really then enable you to function a whole lot easier and with confidence in life. And many have been astounded as to the result of the way that we teach and the way that we show you how to use these boundaries without any shouting, without any conflict, but just to use this power. It truly is a very, very powerful process. What we also teach you is we get you to understand how it is that the boundaries and the feelings are intertwined, and how it is really important for you to be able to put your feelings into your boundary setting. But this leads us to a problem, because many of you don't really know what it is that you are feeling. So when it is that you are struggling with this feeling and to put the feeling into a boundary, then this leads us to the next stage, where it is that we need to teach you about you and your feelings. And these feelings have a huge, it will be, and it'll have a huge, it is a huge subject, and it's a very insightful subject for you. It's a really excellent emotional intelligence course that we actually take you through thing as part of the whole sexual abuse healing program. The next is that we get to teach you about how it is that you can control your feelings, and that there is a difference between feelings and emotions. And we get you and we teach you how it is that you can control when it is that you become highly emotional. This is perhaps when it is that you become angry or highly frustrated or irritated or something about things, or it is that you're having a meltdown. Okay, there are specific techniques that we teach you about what to do and how to do this. But it is also at the same time as you learn the skill about you to being able to put boundaries in place, that it is that you feel much more comfortable to express you and your feelings. And when you can do that, then I know that we're making good progress. So once we've now got to the stage, it is that now we've got the power in you, we've got you expressing your feelings, and then now we need to be able to take this and to use it in a constructive way. And this is where we teach you about the masculine and feminine in you. The masculine is the power, the feminine are the feelings. Now these two need to interrelate in a balanced way. they need to work with each other. So what we do is that we take you through what are the positive aspects of the masculine, and what are the positive aspects of the feminine, and then we work on the negative aspects of the masculine and the negative aspects of the feminine. And then when we show you the negatives of each, we then can see about what is missing that you need to develop in either the masculine side or the feminine side. Okay, now once we reach the end of that program, then it is you then have already developed a huge understanding of not only of yourself, but of others around you. And it is you have now gone through a lot of video material for you to be able to understand what is going on the inside of you. So that takes us to the next stage, where it is that we can now teach you about how romantic relationships should work, using all of the tools that is that you have gained and the insights that you've gained to date. And over and above all of this, it is that we give you 10 different principles for you to apply in your life. If you take these 10 different principles and you apply them in your life, it is then truly impossible for things to go wrong. So by the time you get here, you've been through between 30 and 40 hours of teaching material from me. And I've used various people in the program just to show you that not everybody, that you don't really have to do this alone. Okay, it is that everybody else who has been sexually abused suffer from the same process as you. So that brings us to the end of the healing program. It is a profound program. It works. I have taken hundreds and hundreds of people through the program, and without doubt, I have never had any person come back and said, well, your program did not help me at all. I have seen miracles happen. Once it is that people have been through the whole program, and suddenly it is they go into new romantic relationships, and the story often comes back to me is that I had actually no idea that a relationship like this was possible. I've seen it many times over. So this is something that it is that you can look forward to if you're struggling with relationships. The other thing is that I have seen people then go out into the business world and really achieve things that they never thought possible. And this too is a common occurrence that I have seen. And I've seen family relationships heal. I've seen all sorts of kinds of things that have come about, positive things that have come about as a result of this program. I can only urge you to really go there and try it for yourself. You will truly be amazed at how it will help you. Thank you very much for listening. Have a good day. Bye-bye.